Okay, you're good to go, Sue.
All right, thank you, Veronica, for everything that you're doing for us. I'd like to call tonight's planning board meeting to order for the town of Pompey on October 19th, 2020. First, I'd like to go through, first, this meeting is held via Zoom, being recorded and live streamed via Facebook in accordance with Governor Cuomo's executive order number 202-1. We go through attendance and everybody can give a wave when I introduce them. Myself, I'm Chairman Sue Smith. Board members, Carl Fahrenkrug, sorry about that. It's Carl. Kevin Corson. John Shaheen.
Hello.
Hello there. Dan Bargabas. And okay, not Roy Smith yet. Okay, from there, Codes Enforcement Officer, Bob Rodriguez. Our Planning Board Secretary, Donna Allnut. Planning Board Town Attorney, Jamie Sutphin. Our Pompey Town Clerk, Nikki Reed. Our Town Engineer, Steve Snell. And also our applicant representative, Mr. Cody. And did I miss anybody? If I did, I apologize. Otherwise, good to go. From there, our minutes from the September 21st, 2020 meeting. I just noticed a couple spelling corrections that I'll catch up with you, Donna. And other than that, did anybody have any revisions, corrections? Otherwise, if we could have a motion to accept.
Motion to accept minutes.
I'll second.
Okay, so motion.
Who is the second?
Kevin.
John.
Kevin? Okay.
I can't see you, John. I beat you to it.
How about when we do that we state our name and then say.
That would be good.
First or second after that. That might help Donna out. So, okay, so we have a motion and a second. All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. On our agenda tonight, it's the continuation of a public hearing for Spruce Hill Farm. Applicants by Richard and Lisa Cody. 2-lot subdivision located at 2964 Pompey Hollow Road. Parcel number 024.04-05.2. And that's the one that refers to the Pompey, town of Pompey lot. And the other references in the Madison County, which it's next door, but we don't vote on or have jurisdiction on the Cazenovia lot. Couple updates for those that didn't watch or listen or whatever. Our zoning board did approve the numerous variances requested. They had to do basically either with lot size or setbacks. It was unanimous approval. There has also been a declaration of access easement agreement that has been drawn up. As we talked last month about with this easement, trying, because of the unusualness of this of being on the county line in 2 different counties, 2 different townships, an easement in that trying to keep them together as best as possible. I guess I would lean to look towards Jamie now, if you could just explain a little bit more where we are exactly on that, except that probably nothing has officially gone to Cazenovia until that we come to a determination.
Well, right. I mean, with respect to Cazenovia, we're simply, we're doing what we're doing here. Cazenovia is going to do what they're doing. And as you may recall, the position of this board and of the ZBA was that we wanted to somehow restrict the Casanova parcels without, because we have no control of the Casanova parcels, how could we do that? To assure that the Casanova parcels worked hand in hand with the Pompey parcels and had no realistic ability to be severed off from them. And the best way we thought to do that was by the declaration of easement. I did send it around tonight, and we talked about previously the nature of that that easement. So it does run to the benefit of the town. The entirety of the adjoining property line for each of the two parcels that would be subdivided today will for all time have access to the Casanova pieces. And Mr. Cody, I'll let him speak briefly because they're fully in agreement with this, and it's always the intent that those two parcels would work hand in hand, always being a very long time. So we did our best to restrict that for the future when none of us are around. And, you know, in the future, we really don't want those CAS parcels to work independent of the Pompey parcels. Rich, did you have any comment on that?
No, I think you explained it very well. That's we're fine with the easements. We're happy it kind of ameliorated the situation, and we're good with it. I would want it to be that way. I wouldn't, you know, if we, you know, I have no, I can't predict how long we'll live there, but if you know, if it's 20 years from now, I would definitely want to be able to sell those two pieces of property conjoined, both counties conjoined in each lot. So it worked. We're fine with it.
Okay. Any questions or comments from our board members so far? Okay. We have received comments back from Onondaga County Planning. Basically has to do with the driveways, and there are two comments. First was ensure any new access to Pompey Hollow Road will be granted and that the proposed lots meet minimum site distance requirements. Applicant is advised to contact Onondaga County Department of Transportation prior to municipal approval of the subdivision, submit site distance estimates to the department for review. And number two, given the bed and breakfast use on proposed lot 2, applicant is advised to contact again Onondaga County DOT to coordinate any requirements for the existing driveway on Pompey Hollow Road in order to satisfy commercial driveway standards. So I guess with those, Mr. Cody.
They are comments, they weren't modifications.
Right, right. Just wondering on the bed and breakfast, on the house driveway, any idea what the current width is on that?
I would imagine it's probably 10 feet, 10, 12 feet at the most. But right now it's just it's just 2 gravel strips.
Okay. And the other, it's straight through there.
It goes right back to the carriage barn.
Yeah, and Pompey Hollow Road in front of that place of your location is straight. It curves down by the neighbors, more down by the Moores.
Yes,
But-
yeah, that's where there's a little turn there. We're straight, almost straight from Route 20.
Yeah, so, okay. And does anybody have any other questions, comments on the new data that's come in? And if not, so Jamie, under, I guess the way we've been doing it for years at this point, you recommend either reopening the public hearing, or do I do the seeker and then reopen the public hearing?
But isn't the public hearing already open?
Or
It has been,
It's just
adjourn?
continued. Right,
Yes.
it's just continued,
Open
yes.
the continuation, or however you want to say it, but.
right, so we've already decided that we've continued it, so I think we're fine with going forward with the continuation and then doing the seeker.
Okay, all right. So with that, I guess I'd like to make a motion to continue our public hearing at this point?
I'll make the motion. I'll second the motion.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second by Kevin. All in favor, please say aye and wave. Aye.
Aye.
Any
Jamie, do we have
opposed?
to vote? Do we have to vote on a continuation of a public hearing that's open already?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, I think it's because I think that it's just the chair's prerogative to continue it. We may not need that motion. So,
Right. I think it's important,
Okay, is it-
just in the event somebody said that our procedure was incorrect in an Article 78 or something, I'd just like to, it was open, it's still open, it never closed. So I don't think we need to vote
it's
on reopening
probably
it.
just the chair entertaining comments from the public now.
Okay,
Continuation.
Okay,
very good.
So,
all right. So with that, Veronica, I guess we're waiting if anybody has any comments on Facebook or via Zoom.
Right now I have no one on Zoom and Facebook looks pretty quiet at the moment.
I make a motion, we close the public hearing.
I'll second. John Shaheen.
Okay, so we have a motion by Kevin and a second by John Shaheen to close the public hearing. On this, let's go through the roll call, please, Donna, quickly.
Okay, Sue Smith,
4,
Carl. Carl, are you for or against?
I'm for.
Okay. Kevin Corson,
For,
Dan. Not gonna
For.
try the last name.
That's good to give you.
I'll get it. I'll get it when we get there in person. John Shaheen.
4.
Okay, all in favor with Roy Smith absent.
Okay, thank you very much. Motion carries, close public hearing. Any further discussion, comments from our board? Otherwise, I will be entertaining a motion for the Spruce Hill subdivision on Pompey Hollow Road.
I believe we need to now do the seeker,
Yep.
Sue.
Yeah,
Seeker.
you're right. I'm looking right at it too. So the others are formulating their thoughts on the motion. Okay, seeker, part 2.
I already
impact-
formulated my thoughts.
Well, we've had a couple months, but
Yep. Okay, so there's series 11 questions we have to go through and answer, and this is based on our input that we have had on this subdivision. And the 2 answers, one answer can be either no or small impact, and the second answer would be moderate to large impact. Number 1, will the proposed action create a material conflict with an adopted land use plan or zoning regulations? No or small impact. If anybody has any other comments, feel free to enter in with that. Number 2, will the proposed action result in a change in the use or intensity in the use of land? No or small impact. Will the proposed action impair the character or quality of the existing community? No or small impact. Will the proposed action have an impact on the environmental characteristics that cause the establishment of a critical environmental area? No or small impact. Will the proposed action result in an adverse change in the existing level of traffic or affect existing infrastructure for mass transit, biking, or walkway? No or small impact. Will the proposed action cause an increase in the use of energy and it fails to incorporate reasonably available energy conservation or renewable energy opportunities? No or small impact. Will the proposed action impact existing public or private water supplies and public and private wastewater treatment utilities? No or small impact on both. Will the proposed action impair the character or quality of important historic, archaeological, architectural, or aesthetic resources? No or small impact. Will the proposed action result in an adverse change to natural resources such as wetlands, water bodies, groundwater, air quality, flora, and fauna? No, or small impact. Will the proposed action result in an increase in the potential for erosion, flooding, or drainage problems? No, or small impact. And will the proposed action create a hazard to environmental resources or human health? No, or small impact. I make a motion for a negative declaration on this for seeker.
I'll second the motion. This is Kevin Corson.
Thank you, Kevin. And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Are there anyone opposed? Hearing none, motion carries for negative deck. Okay. Now we're at the point, right?
Yeah, so I'll make a motion.
Yes, Kevin.
I make a motion that we approve the 2-lot subdivision located at 2964 Pompey Hollow Road, tax map number 024.04-05.2 and 106.1-1.3 in accordance with the Zoning Board of Appeals variances, and the conditions would be approval for driveways and septic through the Health Department and the DOT.
Might we also add to that, that we adopt the conditions of the ZBA?
Didn't I say that?
I-
I said in accordance with the ZBA, but yes, we'll adopt.
And the conditions.
We'll adopt the conditions of the ZBA. That's why
Thanks.
they pay you the big bucks. You're clear.
That's right. One word difference, Kevin, one word.
Yes,
I do
Yes.
words.
I know. The Supreme Court argued the comma in the Second Amendment, so I know, yes.
Okay, I'll second the motion. So if we do a roll call on this, please.
Okay. We have Sue Smith,
Yes,
Carl.
Karen
Yes.
Krug,
Okay, thank you. Kevin Corson,
yay.
Dan Bargabos.
Bargabus, yes.
I was close. John Shaheen. John? John Shaheen. John, are you there?
I am. Yes,
There.
Yes, okay, awesome. And Roy Smith is still absent.
Okay, so all in favor, motion passes. Mr. Cody, there is one, I got a note from last month. There's a couple questions on the application. If, basically, we just need you to make sure that you've initialed those.
Yep.
They're in the part 1 of the short assessment form, just
Yep.
based on the comments that Steve had given us. And if
Okay.
you, possibly, I guess, Nikki, if he stops by the town hall, if he just initials those changes on it, have that in our file.
Yep.
Other than that, anything else, Jamie or Bob?
Nope.
Congratulations to the applicant.
Hey, you know what, I've gotten to know all of you pretty well, and I really want to thank you. You guys have been very patient and very thorough, having been on a zoning board. You did a nice job, and I appreciate the time you took to do this. And hopefully, we'll make it, we'll turn that barn into something special. So thanks again. I appreciate it.
We appreciate your patience with us as well. So,
And I'm right up the street, so I can have my in-laws stay with you.
Okay. We'll take them.
That's what you say now.
You haven't met them yet.
Hopefully they won't listen to this on Facebook.
I know, yeah, hopefully they're not listening, that's right.
Yes,
Kevin's got a new doghouse he can stay in.
otherwise. Bob, anything in the cooker for us down the road?
You've got 2 more subdivisions coming down. Applicants are going to be sending their paperwork in the next couple of weeks with full plans, with full site.
Okay,
Do they need any variances?
Yes, one of them needs a variance.
Yay.
we can handle it. Anyway, okay.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
Is there a second?
John Shaheen seconds.
All in favor? Aye.
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 Hi.
Aye.
I thank everyone. I thank you for their time and efforts and keep up the good work. Other than that,
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Richard.
Bye.
Good night, all.
Good night.